Great crowd, great college basketball game. Central Florida been through a lot last couple of years, so I'm happy for Coach Dawkins and Taco, BJ. Them guys been hurt, especially Coach Dawkins' son, Aubrey, having to sit out 2 years in a row. He's a great player, and now you see why they were picked to win our league. So that being said, our kids refused to give up tonight. We had a lot of times where we could have packed it in, because Aubrey Dawkins hit some big time shots. Frank Burt's come off the bench and hit 2 monster threes for them. You know, and it's just so hard when you run your offense and guys are open cutting to the basket, and then Taco's standing there. You know, so it's a lot different than you're used to. So. And his thing is, a lot of teams, you know, he usually doesn't play 34 minutes. If he gets in foul trouble, like so you go to watch him play Houston, he got 2 fouls in the first 2 minutes against Houston, and they get a 15-point lead before he gets back in the game. We couldn't get him in foul trouble. The game was, I think there was only 9 fouls at halftime. I thought it was consistent. They let both teams play, same way our last game was.
Important was it to have other guys?
Huge, because they were going to.
Now you got other guys.
Yeah, I mean, what they do, they crowd you at the 3-point line, especially Jaren, because they know Taco's standing in the paint. So, like I kept telling him, you're going to have to beat him with the pass, which he eventually did. But Keith Williams, I'm really happy for him. Great kid. He's worked extremely hard on his shooting. He's got the most important thing a young person can have in life. He believes in himself. And he had 2 unbelievable drives to the basket, but it was 46-40. He had a 3 in the corner, and we needed that like oxygen. That was a monster shot. The kid just believes in himself, very similar to Sean Kilpatrick. Not that his game is, but he's just got the New York City belief that he believes he's going to make it. And he's willing to put the time in the gym. So I'm really happy for him. Justin made some big plays. Kane did early. Kane was the one guy that would come off the high screen and shoot it before they got to Taco. We've got to do a better job with our preparation offensively next time. But we didn't start the game down. We started the game down 11. We're -8 in the first 4 minutes of the game, and then the first 4 minutes of the second half, we were -10. It was 11-3 and 10-0. But they're really good guys. They got a really good basketball team, and Johnny does a great job of what they do defensively.
How do you try to simulate in practice?
I just told the guys, Doc, the next time we play, we're going to have to put Sam Martin on Prince's back, on his shoulders, or we're just going to have somebody standing there with a broomstick. It's almost impossible, to be honest.
So you don't do anything special. You don't do any of that.
Oh, you show film. You tell them. You show film when when you're running your offense and they drive the ball. You got to kick. You got to get. It's like 5-on-0, like we're practicing. So the stuff that normally works. Trey Scott slips. Jaren hits him with a great pass. Happened in the first half, and Trey turns to score, and I stand there. You got to kick it out over there, because he's standing here.
Like your guys, did you instruct them to penetrate whenever he wasn't in the game? And he was out a couple of minutes, and he went straight to the
Yes.
When
he was out, we tried to get to the rim,
yeah.
but he wasn't out much. That's I don't know. That might be a career high in minutes for him. I don't know, but it might be for him.
What were you thinking when Justin gets the right-handed scoop shot up over Taco? Had to probably get it.
Well, the thing about Taco, he's so big, but it's hard for him to pivot and move. Right, so Justin got it off before he could get square. Like if he squares up at you and he sees you coming, he's blocking it. So in fairness to Taco, he hadn't turned, and so Justin got it up before Taco could turn. If he can turn and get square, he's blocking it. You got to get to him before he sees it coming.
So just great play by Justin to get it.
Tremendous play. Another kid that staple of our program. Work really hard, get better. Great attitude. Continue to try to grow up as a person, graduate on time, and get better.
He had a couple shots, but the same thing with Trey, too, with that big.
Yeah, Trey can shoot the ball. He just gets, the thing with Trey is, I keep trying to explain this to him. You can't shoot the ball nervous. And he shoots the ball fine when he takes his time. That's Trevor Moore's problem. He's a great shooter, but he doesn't have Keith's confidence. That's the difference in the two guys. Where Keith, he'll square you up and take his time. They want to keep daring him to shoot, and you throw out the first month of the season, Keith's shooting over 40% from three.
Cumberland ever let an off-shooting night bother the rest of his game?
I'll tell you this about Jaron. All he cares about is winning. He was like that in high school. That's Mike Nofsky will tell you that. He's a winner. Period. I mean, he don't care.
Was he getting frustrated at all with things like that?
I think he thought he was being held and that type of stuff off of screens. But I kept trying to tell him, these guys aren't calling. This time of year, if you look at the last game, so I told our guys, we got to step up our aggressiveness because of the way the game's being officiated. And like his first two turnovers, he's expecting those when he sweeps the ball through and the guy's crowding him. He's looking for fouls, and that wasn't going to get called tonight on either team. So you got to adjust as a player. I kept telling you you're going to have to beat him with the pass, which he ended the game with the pass. Made a great pass to Justin.
Start of the game, throughout the game,
During the game, because I could just see what was happening.
How has Kane's defense been impacting the team the last 5 or 6 games?
I don't know about he's not a shot blocker. I think Kane's attitude's been great. He's a guy that scored 1,300 points in 2 years, and he's come here to play at the high level where it's just a lot harder and a lot more physical. And he gives us an extra score, and it's been huge for our program. He's won a lot of games here. So now I went small to try to step up the tempo of the game with him and Justin in the front of the press, just trying to speed the game up and try to throw. They got in a rhythm offensively. We got out of rhythm offensively. So I was just trying. I think as a coach, when a game's not going your way, you got to try to do something. That doesn't always work. Okay, it's overrated to talk about coaching because Keith Williams made 2 great plays off the dribble on a big-time 3. But trying to change the flow of the game with speed and quickness. Just you got to try something.
So his defense, unless nothing specific, just
No, just energy. He's smart. He's much smarter this year. His scouting report defense is much smarter on who he's guarding, which it should be. He's a senior.
Nas seemed to put in a shift throughout the course of the whole game.
His effort was awesome tonight. His effort was tremendous. He had some big-time offensive rebounds. Banging up against Taco, not the easiest thing in the world. That alone can wear you down physically.
You guys were able to flip the rebounding battle in the second half.
Yeah, but they flipped the turnover battle in the second half. So
Anything else?
how important was this going into?
every win is important.
Well, you got another.
I'm not going to go Belichick on you. Every win is important. Tell me when one doesn't count. Let me know. Every win is important. We just try to play one at a time. All we're worried about next is UConn. That's it. Like I know everybody else, you're paid to look at the important tournament, big picture, and all this stuff. It's the worst thing. It is so hard to keep my guys away from all that nowadays with social media. To get them to just focus on all we need to do tomorrow is make sure we get treatment and we work out Logan and Prince and Laquille and Mamadou and have a good day tomorrow. That's it. And I try to keep my guys on that. But every win is important. It's no bigger than when we won a home game against South Carolina State. They all add up eventually. If you just stay focused on the process, you end up having a chance. And just like if we lose a game, you got to move. The next game is all that matters. It's not going to be the end of the world. We just got to win the next game. So it's not easy to do, and I get it, but all of them are important. Thanks, guys.
Like that, they're looking to get into the tournament. They know coming in here and getting a win would go a long way. How do you fight that off and make that comeback in the second half and get the win?
Coming in with the same energy we had first half. First half, we created 15 turnovers. So in the second half we only created 2. That was a big difference between the game. They went up a 9-point lead, and it showed. It showed that we didn't bring out our energy in the first half like we did the second half. But down the stretch, we got back to playing defense first.
You missed the first three, were able to bang in the second one there at the end. That's just the confidence of erase the memory and shoot the next one.
Yeah, coach always tells us, you miss a shot, you make a turnover, get it back on defense. Don't worry about it. Worry about what we need to focus on for the team.
Were you the second option on that play? Was Jeremy supposed to drive if he had something and then kick it out if he didn't?
Yeah, it's everybody's option. Coming off, Jaren get the ball, he do whatever, and if he ain't got nothing, everybody need to spot up or everybody need to go ahead and be ready to shoot or make a layup.
You described that shot, the semi-hook over fall, gave you guys the lead.
Just confidence, at the end of the shot clock, just playing basketball. Everybody was making sure they in their right position, and taking that shot was the right decision for that play.
Did you feel like you shot it over him or around him?
I don't know. Luckily, I got on it off the glass.
Was that middle school Justin?
Yeah. Brought back a lot of memories shooting that.
How big did that hole look? It looked like kind of the seed parted there for a second.
Well, it looked pretty good. The gap that I had, getting to the basket, I took a leap of faith, and I shot it and it went in. So, it just, we focused on the win today, and it was a great team win, great defensive win today.
Do you think you guys touched parts of the glass that have never been touched by basketball before? Because it seemed like so many shots were moon balls and stuff.
Shots gonna come and go. As long as we go ahead and lock in on defense and lock into the scouting report, I know we're gonna win.
Keith, we're gonna let you talk if that's cool. You guys have won so many times in a row in this building against the American Conference foes. Is that the kind of confidence you rely on in a game like this when you're down 8 in the second half?
Yeah, just the fans, bringing that energy with us, just playing hard, plus the fans just screaming like loud, just cheering for us, just give us that like I say like extra push, to be honest.
Keith, you had a couple second halves this year where you played really well. Is it about you getting into the flow of the game? Is it you feeling like you had a chance to take over? Why are you so big in those moments?
Only thing I can say is just playing hard, worrying about defensive rebound. Offense is gonna come, so if it helps, it worked tonight. So gotta keep playing hard. That's all.
Justin, you could do anything different in practice, anything different to prepare for a 7'6" guy? And you get coaches with brooms like
I mean, we just take it as a grain of salt, coming into the game. Someone that big is not normal. So, we just come in, we got to follow the scouting report. Whatever the scouting report says in practice, that's what we follow.
That's a leap of faith you talked about when they got went up. Was it a leap of faith that he wouldn't be there or that he'd get there before he
I'd get there before he get there.
Put it high as
That's what it
possible.
was. Put as high as possible so he can't get it.
knew he was going to be there?
Yeah, it was something. It was the end of the shot clock. I got to put something up.
Keith, do you guys have a sense where Allen did a really good job on Jaren and kind of was able to slow him down? Is there a feeling like we've got to step up and kind of fill that scoring void and make some things happen?
Yeah, because each game Jaren's a leading scorer, so teams are gonna try to trap him, just disturb him. So we just gotta just step up, to be honest, and just get ready.
Trey's hit a couple threes this year, but not quite that big. Is that just? I know it's the end of the shot clock, but how far he's come to be able to take and make a shot like that?
Confidence, to be honest, just confidence.
That's exactly what it is. Like I said, I didn't been with Trey, and on them late nights, working on that. And I told him, if you get that shot at 3, I know he's capable of making it, and I keep telling him to take it.
Did you know Jaren was going to find you on that shot? It's a big shot.
Always, I know Jaren got his head up. Jaren, that's what people don't get. He's the leading scorer on our team, but he's an awesome passer.
Did you take one, Keith?
Yeah.
Early on.
Yeah.
See, look, y'all, he know how that felt too.
Oh man, that was crazy, but just had to just stay strong.
Pray for you.
Yeah, man. Scary moment right there.